Welcome back, folks and friends. Connecting Dots here. So this is my second video of the day. If you haven't seen my first, it's right down here. Today's date is Tuesday, January the 20th. So I uploaded this video 3 hours ago. Now, I'm not sure if you saw it yet. And by the way, if you haven't been around, folks, and those of you that hate me and those of you that are associated with these channels, you might want to go watch this video because I was very serious here. The video, my first one in 2015, I said, watch out. The gloves are off and it's game on. I'm actually going to start swearing a little bit in my videos because I'm very upset of what's going on here on YouTube. You bunch of fraud artists and con artists and disinformation gang. If you don't think I haven't got you guys figured out, well, put it this way, I'm not called Connecting Dots for nothing. Okay, so people know that about me. I've been out here for a long time, since 2009. In fact, I've been posting in forums since 2008. That's where I predicted the exact date of the September 2008 stock market crash on March 20th, 2008, 6 months before, warning them all, get the hell out of the stock market. The Illuminati are going to crash it. So it's not people like Alex Jones who consider themselves conspiracy researchers that actually bust anything. Anyone who's been following me knows that I'm light years ahead of this guy. Okay, so gloves are off. In this latest video, I'm not sure if you saw it, but boy, oh boy, I'm telling you, I nailed Energy News. Go watch it yourself. You'll see what I mean. Same with Dana and his lying sack of crap. Now, I'm getting back to Dana because one of his friends wants to be a star. So I sent him a tweet. I said, hey, I'm going to make you a star, man. Okay? I actually sent him an email, too, to let him know. Go check your tweets. The name of the email is called You're a Star. So basically, Dana put up this video here. Again, it's the same malarkey bullshit as usual, okay? So 99.9% of the West Coast marine life has vanished, and it's only him and his friend that drove along the Sunshine West Coast for 9 days, did 200 kilometers of the West Coast. Actually, we found out later on he didn't do 200 kilometers. He only spent 3.5 hours in a rental boat during those 9 days. He went out 1 day in a boat for 3.5 hours. The rest of the 8 other days, I guess, were spent, as you may have seen by his pictures, where he took snapshots of beaches of provincial parks in British Columbia here on the Sunshine Coast, and then went back and started making all these videos telling people, look, there's nothing there, it's all dead. There should be 5,500 species. We only found 1% of 1%. So in this latest video, it's the same garbage all over again, except now he's still drumming the bullshit. You know, I almost went out with my camera a while ago just to grab the evening set of all the birds that roam around here, because I'm not too far away. We're both on the West Coast, put it that way. Okay, so when he was down on my end of the island, he was saying the same garbage in his videos. That's why I know he's just pack of lies. So in this latest one, again, the birds are missing. There's no birds. Really? Wow. What's worse, and I've already made the video. If you go watch that, there's a lot more to this video than just what I've just repeated here. I really connect the dots on Energy News and their latest story, how they're promoting the lie. Again, it's always about Fukushima. Every single story is Fukushima, yet they can't connect a single story to the... Anyways, go watch the video. You'll get what I mean. So I'm on to this guy because broke-ass Islander here wants to be a star. So he goes on to say here, and I'll read it very quickly, Dana, the flack that you are getting means that you are right on over the target. Rubberheads that just listen to some teleprompter reading douchebag just have no clue. I live on the coast. I have seen the damage. I have worked with biologists and intertidal researchers. I know this shit like the back of the trawler in front of me. I know the big fish. I probably know who you worked for in the past. Many will not want to stick their neck out, and although I don't respect that, I do understand. It's not easy to put your neck on the line. I have seen DFO, that's the Department of Fisheries, sit on their hands for too long pretending to know what is going on. I did watershed restoration for years. I know the truth. I can connect with you, with allies in this field. I also know who is a shill, and I will help you tear them apart. I know who they are, and I will expose them with you. You are welcome in my home any day. Friends of the Fukushima hounds are also welcome. We can no longer pretend this is not an issue. Thank you for your selfless dedication to the truth. Sorry, I'm a little dramatic there, but like I said, gloves are off. I'm going to throw a little bit of comedy as I tear a hole in these sacks of line bullshitters. Broke ass, I told you in an email, and I'll get into that at the end. I knew when I did the research on this person, I'm like, hey, didn't I send an email to someone of that name? Yeah, I did, and I'll get into that at the end of this video. So this guy's absolutely corrupt. He wants to be a star. Well, yeah, a surfing star, not really. He wants to be a surfboard star. So he makes his own surfboards. I decided to look it up, and there he is there. Back in February 12th, 2014, in the ocean, surfing? No, not Broke-Ass Islander. Oh, my God, no. You weren't surfing, were you? Oh, geez, I guess you just found out about Dana's videos, I guess, right? Is that what happened? Oh, no, you've actually known about this for over a year. How come you're in the water? No way. Broke-Ass Islander. No way. Hold on. It's a lot more interesting here, folks. This guy is an absolute ding-dong. So if you haven't seen this video again, I'll list it at the end of the video. But for him to come out and defend what was said in that video, I can't believe it. So, you got to thank Google. And what's, in his situation, it's worse. He actually has his photos. He runs a business. Anyone who takes, it took me less than 2-3 minutes basically to find all the information I'm about to share with you. Okay, let's round it off and say it was 6 minutes. But basically anyone who has any searching skills, you can easily find this stuff. And I'm just showing you here how I connected the dots right from Dana's YouTube channel. Okay, went from there over to there, over to here, because I did a Google search, and there he is there, and there he is again. So the problem is that we all live on Vancouver Island, and he does too. I'll show you. I even know where he lives, but I'm not going to show you the exact place. But like I said, thanks to Google, you can find anyone, especially when they put pictures on YouTube, or I should say on websites about themselves and the boards that they make. You wanted to be a star, Cory. Why'd you come out here and lie? I guess the surfboards aren't selling too well. Wait till you see where he lives. Then you'll understand why he's left a comment over in Dana's videos. He's Dana's buddy. Anyways, so Cory here is coming out defending and lying about what he's done and what he's doing, because he's actually in the ocean, as I showed you, in Mexico. He's still making surfboards. He hasn't stopped. Okay, as I said, everything that I make in my videos, all the links are down below, so you can see it for yourself. So, Cory Millard, Monsieur Millard. You can easily find anyone who's dumb enough to leave pictures and connect it up to their YouTube channel, and what can I say? So I dropped him a line here. He dropped us a line. He's by himself. I said, bro, have you checked your Twitter account lately? You might want to do that, and you might want to Google or YouTube search your name at the same time. I have a feeling you're going to be a star. So yeah, he's been around for a while. He's known about Dana, and he's actually a surfboard builder. Okay, that's what he does. That's inside his house. He doesn't work with biologists. All of his YouTube channel is all about the boards and selling boards, and what can I say? He's out in the ocean. He's swimming 2 years ago. So I did a little bit more searching, and turns out he's also up here. Yeah, no way. So I found pictures of him with his Chinook boards again, his unique Idagua handcrafted surfboards. Imagine that. So I contact the locals here. I'm going to send them this video, and they can have a big chuckle how this guy's up there on their beach selling surfboards, and then over in Dana's video telling them how he's worked as a biologist. So if anyone was questioning as to what he does for a living, it says right there, Cory Millard is a journeyman carpenter and a fine craftsman. Does not work with marine biologists, okay? All of that stuff is bullshit. you're busted, Cory. I can't believe you actually came out here and spread your bullshit. Anyways, you'll know better next time, I guess. Not to fool with connecting dots. Okay? What can I say? So, I'm not going to show all the pictures, not going to show you where he lives. I did leave a little story here because on that website, you can actually leave a little story here. I'll show you what I showed, what story I posted. So I wrote, this was bizarre. This summer, the most bizarre thing happened to me while on my way to surf in Tofino. I wrote Tofino, although Cory lives in Masset, which is right up the road from Powell River. That's why he knows Dana Durnford. Anyhow, so I wrote Tofino. A fellow on a scooter with his old dog approached me as I headed towards the beach from the truck, and he began telling me how I shouldn't enter the water because it was radioactive, saying radiation from Fukushima plant over in Japan had killed all the sea life on the west coast, and we humans were next in line. Yeah, I guess you're laughing also at this point, but what's really crazy is how I then went shopping for a new board in Yuki, and the guy serving me brought up the exact same story, how some lunatic was around his shop with his dog telling his customers to stay out of the water because of all the radiation flowing across the Pacific from Fukushima had killed all the sea life. Anyhow, yeah, you can read the rest. So I wrote that little story here because many of you may recall how this is partially true because Dana did go to a shop. It wasn't in Yuki, it was actually in Powell River, and he showed up on his scooter and started giving the owner, Sam, I'm not sure if you heard the radio interview, the YouTube interview, but I called Sam up and I actually interviewed him on the whole incident because I knew that Dana had only played 15 seconds of the interaction that had taken place in the shop, and I know if you're only playing 15 seconds of a video, it's obviously because you're hiding a whole lot more. And sure enough, that's what happened. If you heard the interview, Sam gave you the other side of the story, the full picture. And yeah, so Dana went in there to his shop. As I wrote in the story, I called him lunatic because that's exactly what Dana ended up being, was a lunatic in the shop, you know. And the shop owner told him in the end, you know, listen, if you're so sure that Fukushima is killing everything, then go out and do some radiation tests and bring me back the sample results. Isn't that odd, eh? Because that's what I've been asking all along. If anyone's going to be saying that the Pacific Ocean, everything is dying from Fukushima, then by golly gee, bring me back at least one radioactive sample. And we can't even get that. Now, I'm not sure if you heard this latest video from Dana, and I don't blame you guys if you're not listening to it. I mean, it's repetitive, and if you go watch my busting video, I just dealt with one aspect here with the Energy News, how they're lying about the shell. Go watch the video, you'll see what I mean, and about Dana and his his unbelievable claims. So one of the claims he talks about is how he couldn't even find skeletons. That's right, everything's dead, but the skeletons aren't there. So I guess there's so much radiation in the water that the skeletons have vanished. So if you want to go watch this garbage, you go ahead, but I'm just giving you all a heads up here that Dana's probably going to have more friends here besides Broke Ass Islander coming out lying about what they're doing and you know, just making up bullshit stories, having worked with biologists and interdictal researchers. Now I'm going to show the email because it's funny he talks about that, because that's exactly what I talked about in my email to him when he sent me the email. I said, I know that name, so I went looking. Sure enough, in my sent, it was on January 11th. Wasn't that long ago. But as you can see here, I got emails coming and going all the time. Anyways, I still remember the name, and sure enough, in my email, I spoke to him. As you can read it there, you can hit the spacebar if you want to read the whole thing, and hit the spacebar again to unpause the video. But basically, I told him what's going down, and he even knows about the whole Jeff Palco, Terry Daniel being a con artist, how the 9-day tour along the Sunshine Coast, he knew everything, 3 hours in the rented boat, and how all the seaweed would fit in the back of a pickup truck. So yeah, there's no doubt about it. Our bro here, 100% liar, scammer, fraud artist. Can't believe this guy. So my 5 cents to you, if you're a surfer and you're watching this video, Why don't you remind this guy next time you see him on the beach, hey, buddy, what are you doing here? I thought the Fukushima radiation was going to get you. Hey, bro, if I buy one of your boards, are they radiation proof? You dummy, Cory.